So I'll take any questions now.
Mayor, you mentioned Muslims are being scapegoated, and I believe one of your imams mentioned that Islam is a peaceful religion. So I wonder what you think about the Rhode Islander who was just appointed as National Security Advisor, who's made disparaging remarks about Islam and said that it's a cancer and other things like that.
Well, I think I speak for the entire Muslim American community and the entire Providence community when we say that, you know, we've heard a lot, not only from the president-elect, but also from the folks that surround him, that really worry us and frankly really frighten us. And so that's why it's more important than ever that we come together at the local level. Dr. Mirza said it best, you know, united we stand and divided we fall. And that's what we're showing here today, that we're coming together as a local community. We're going to stand together, we're going to support each other, we're going to protect each other, and that's what this is all about. No one really knows what's going to happen at the national level. You know, that's the uncertainty and perhaps what's even more frightening about it. But we want to be sure that we're ready, that we have a clear line of communication, that the city is being as supportive of the Muslim American community as possible, and that the Muslim American community knows that they are safe, they are protected, and they have a friend in City Hall. And so that's what this is about, reassuring folks who feel scared, who feel threatened, and who feel uncertain that they're safe and they're protected here in Providence, because we're going to stand together and we're going to make sure that we look out for one another.
So
Mr.
Mayor,
this is mostly a symbolic advisory board. What do you expect to accomplish? I see you're going to have at least 2 meetings a year.
Yeah, so there are a number of things that we want to accomplish. You know, the first things first is that the election was only 2 weeks ago, and a lot of people are still really concerned and scared. And so a big part of this is reassuring folks that here in the city of Providence, they're safe and they are protected. And that's definitely something that we want to communicate to reassure all of our residents. On top of that, what we realize is that who knows what's going to happen in Washington, and it's going to affect us here at the local level. And so I want to make sure that I have as close a closer relationship and tight communications between the Muslim American community and my administration. And so these convenings that we have is going to ensure that in a sustained and in a formal way, I'm hearing directly from the Muslim American community so we know how to respond for whatever may come from Washington. So we want to reassure people, but we also want to work very closely because substantively we have to be ready for whatever may come from Washington.
Is anyone on the board yet, and how many members will be on the board, or is that open-ended?
Yeah, so no members of the board have been selected just yet, and anyone who is interested, please send your resume with a cover letter to mayor@providenceri.com. We will be compiling them, we will be revising them, and I'll be selecting the Muslim American Advisory Council from there. And of course, we'll see, you know, how many resumes and how much interest we get. But this is a board that we foresee, you know, meeting regularly, beginning very soon, so that we can have this dialogue. So anyone who's interested, please reach out to mayor@providenceri.com, and we'll bring or providenceri.gov. We'll begin the process that way. But this is certainly a way to bring the community together and to begin this important dialogue.